You know, flying is fun, to be honest. My mom worked for United Airlines. She started there when I was 4 years old, so I'd been around the airline industry my whole life. And when I was about 6 or 7, now keep in mind this was the late 1960s. I know it was a long time ago, but I said to my mom, "Boy, I really like airplanes. I want to be a stewardess when I grow up." And my mom said, "Well, that's fine. That's all good, but have you ever thought about being a pilot?" And I said, "Mom, can girls be pilots?" And she said, "Of course, honey. If you put your mind to it and work hard, you can be anything you want to be." And that really stuck with me. So at 15, I went for my first small airplane ride. It was in a glider, as a matter of fact. And I loved it. I was hooked. I thought, yeah, flying is fun. I want to do this. I can honestly say I did not always enjoy my career as an airline pilot. I was happy for some of it. The schedule was really weird. I worked holidays and weekends. Sometimes I flew all day, sometimes I flew all night, and I was hardly ever home. My wonderful husband put up with so much with my goofy schedule. There goes an airplane. He put up with so much with my goofy schedule, and just, he rarely, if ever, complained, and he always supported me in following my dreams. Later on into my career, the corporate philosophy changed more towards profitability. And hey, I get that. If you're not profitable, your corporation isn't going to last. But my job went more from left, right, up, down, flying the airplane to my superiors asking me to do things that I really didn't feel comfortable doing and didn't think was a good idea. So the challenge was standing up for what I believed in and also standing in front of my superiors and explaining myself. Another challenge I felt I had to deal with was discrimination. This was in the early 90s and whatnot. There weren't a lot of women pilots, not only from my colleagues, but from passengers as well. I'd always stand at the door at the end of the flight and say, "Goodbye, bye-bye, bye-bye, thank you, bye-bye." And invariably, you'd get some jerk who would come up and say, "Well, I didn't know there was a woman pilot. I'm surprised we even got to the right place." To which I would say, "Yes, sir, you did have a woman pilot, and you know what? We can vote now, too. Bye-bye." I got in trouble for that a few times. I'd always been involved in general aviation, non-commercial aviation. Even when I was flying for the airlines, my husband, who was also a general aviation pilot, and I flew small airplanes. We flew our plane here, our Bonanza, we call Bella. We flew her. I was always in touch with general aviation. The biggest difference in flying for commercially and retirement flying is commercially, I had to adhere to a schedule. Good weather, bad weather, we're going. We may have to take a rather circuitous route to get there around the weather, but we are going. Now that I'm retired, when we take a trip in Bella, if the weather's not good, we go tomorrow. Go the next day. Go the next week. I don't care. My husband and I are fortunate enough that we both got to retire early. We are blessed with good health right now, so we can enjoy this retirement time. We can go golfing, we can go gardening, we can go flying, we can go hiking, whenever we want. But most of all, we can spend a lot more time with our family and friends. At the end of it all, it was absolutely worth it. I got to fly some really cool transport jets, the whole Boeing family. I got to fly Airbus. I got to work with some really fantastic people, and I got to see a lot of places. As you know, flying is fun.